An all-out political fight has broken out over the video of an assault on an elderly man in Ghaziabad. Twitter was filled with posts stating that there was a communal angle to this incident, that a 72-year-old man was beaten up and forced to chant Jai Shri Ram. Now, this claim has been refuted by the Uttar Pradesh police, and now an FIR has been filed against microblogging platform Twitter, some political leaders, activists and others for spreading misinformation.
This viral video of a man in Ghaziabad, Uttar Pradesh, being assaulted first emerged on Monday. The video showed an elderly man being assaulted and his beard being forcibly cut off. The incident took place on the 5th of June. On the 7th, in a Facebook Live with a local Samajwadi Party leader, Ummed Pahalwan, the man alleged that he was forced to chant Jai Shri Ram while being assaulted. Several journalists, Congress leaders and a prominent fact-checker expressed outrage while sharing the video, backing these unverified claims on Twitter, prompting the UP police to launch a probe. It has now emerged that the incident was not a communal crime at all, but the result of a personal rivalry. And the UP government has cracked the whip. An FIR has now been filed against social media giant Twitter, fact-checker Mohammad Zubair, co-founder of Alt News, journalist Rana Ayub, online news portal The Wire, Congress leaders Salman Nizami and Dr. Shama Mohammed, and author Saba Naqvi.
We have registered an FIR yesterday in which 7 people have been named and 2 Twitter and Twitter India have been made a party to it. Our social media team is still actively searching for posts who are still indulged. We'll take action against them also.
ट्विटर कॉरपोरेशन तथा ट्विटर कम्युनिकेशन इंडिया प्राइवेट लिमिटेड द्वारा भी उक्त धार्मिक संवेदनशील झूठे ट्वीट्स को हटाने के लिए भी कोई कार्रवाई नहीं की गई, जो उनका कर्तव्य एवं जिम्मेदारी थी। अतः जनपद गाजियाबाद के थाना लोनी में इन सभी के विरुद्ध मुकदमा अपराध संख्या 502/21 सुसंगत धाराओं में दर्ज किया गया है, जिनमें साक्ष्य के आधार पर कड़ी कार्रवाई की जाएगी।
The FIR against Twitter comes on a day it lost its intermediary status for not complying with information technology rules in India. The tech giant, along with 6 others, face up to 3 years in jail. They've been charged with provocation to cause a riot, promoting enmity, deliberate and malicious acts intended to outrage religious feelings, and criminal conspiracy. Politics over fake claims and the viral video have also exploded.
इन लोगों के अंदर होड़ है कि किस तरह से 2022 का जो चुनाव है यूपी का, उसकी चाबी सांप्रदायिकता के माध्यम से खोल दी जाए। लेकिन भारतीय जनता पार्टी और योगी जी की जो सरकार है उसका वो प्रतिबद्ध है कि 4.5 साल में कम्युनल या सांप्रदायिक माहौल होने नहीं दिया और ना होने देंगे।
निर्दयता, निर्ममता और सारे बंधनों को तोड़ते हुए जिस तरह हुई घटना, ये दर्शाता है कि कानून का राज उत्तर प्रदेश में नहीं है।
इस देश के अंदर सभी जानते हैं कि जाति धर्म की राजनीति कौन करता है, कि उत्तर प्रदेश के अंदर में कोई व्यक्ति चाहे किसी भी जाति धर्म का हो, उसकी सुरक्षा करना सरकार की जिम्मेदारी होती है और उसका लॉ एंड ऑर्डर मेंटेन करना भी सरकार की जिम्मेदारी होती है। सरकार अपनी जिम्मेदारी से नहीं भाग सकती, ये तय है।
The big question remains, was this old man made to say that he was forced to chant Jai Shri Ram? Was there a bigger conspiracy afoot? The investigation continues.
The Ghaziabad police claims they didn't find any communal motive behind the incident, and also they claim that none of the accused forced the victim to chant Jai Shri Ram. Hence, an FIR has been lodged against Twitter, Twitter India and many other people who tweeted this video claiming it to be a communal incident. With camera person Ritesh Mishra, this is Abhishek Anand reporting from Ghaziabad for India Today.
And joining me now from Lucknow is Siddharth Nath Singh, cabinet minister in the Yogi Adityanath government. Siddharth Nath Singh, by registering an FIR against opposition leaders, journalists and activists, is the Yogi Adityanath government actually trying to silence free speech?
Where are we trying to silence free speech? But they cannot, spread rumors. They cannot spread hatred within the society. And then they say that, no, we are the flag bearers of free speech. The free speech is very much enshrined in our constitution. And there is a constitution which then lays down certain guidelines through various acts and various acts like the IPC and the CRPC. So there are various guidelines. So the government, whichever government of the day is there, they need to function and act as per the guidelines of the which are covered by the constitution on a larger umbrella.
Okay.
So that's what we are doing, and certainly nobody is allowed in Uttar Pradesh to spread rumors and through that then create a hatred in the society.
Okay, then wide open microblogging platform Twitter. Again, the question that's being asked, Siddharth Nath Singh, is this a part of a larger plot to tame Twitter?
Well, it's certainly not a larger scheme, I would say, but Twitter or a micro-blogging platform like Twitter, they have been saying very enthusiastically, they have been saying that we have checks and balances where we do not allow such things to happen, which creates hatred in the society.
Okay.
But look at it. There's something you did put on. You put on your Twitter, and you allowed that to spread hatred in the society. We have seen what were the responses from various communities who vis-a-vis with the other community. Now that is your checks and balances of the Twitter? Certainly not. Then there has to be a law, and the law takes away that protection, which is as per the central government's new IT law. So if that law takes away the protection, we are within our right then to file an FIR against them.
Okay. So you accuse Twitter of not being impartial. But then there is this video of a 72-year-old man, Abdul Samad, saying he was forced to chant Jai Shri Ram and Vande Mataram and accused of being sympathetic towards Pakistan. Now, sir, in an impartial investigation, why is that video being discounted?
We are not discounting anything. Everything went through a proper investigation, and through the investigation it was learned, and certainly there is also an FIR. Now the FIR in the first place did not speak about chanting of Jai Shri Ram and all these things as mentioned by you. But then the videos, they were said that they were from the other community. Certainly they were not from the other community. They belong to the same community. So how is it possible? So all these things have, then through investigation, you do come to a stage where you conclude what was happening. And that's exactly what the UP police has put across.
Now, leaders of the Bharatiya Janata Party in Uttar Pradesh and of course here at the center seem to indicate that there is a larger political conspiracy here. What is this larger political conspiracy that you suspect?
Well, I think, Gaurav, you have been a very senior journalist and you have covered many nooks and corners of Indian politics. And you have seen many of these regional parties playing this kind of a nefarious, a hatred or communal kind of a hatred in the society. This certainly helps, to polarize, and we have seen in the past. So this is one of those schemes by political party to look at the communal angle and to polarize the society. So from that point of view, yes, it's a dirty politics that has been played, but for last 4.5 years, it's been the BJP government in Uttar Pradesh ruled, guided by our Chief Minister, Yogi Nath Singh.
Okay.
And I can assure you, there has been no major or even minor communal tension that has happened in Uttar Pradesh, and we will ensure that the balance period before we go into the election, nothing of this sort happens in Uttar Pradesh.
No, so you allege, sir, that there are political parties who are trying to take advantage of communal polarization. That's the charge that the opposition has also leveled against your party. So which is this political party that's responsible for this conspiracy? Incidentally, AIMIM MP Asaduddin Owaisi says, ever since the BJP and the RSS government came to power, Muslims live in fear. Muslims, according to him, live without dignity, sir.
Well, I think Mr. Owaisi does carry a tag of communal, spreader of hatred. So I don't think I really need to respond to Mr. Owaisi.
Okay. Why would highlighting such a video or sharing it on a microblogging site or writing about it be seen as a criminal conspiracy and an attempt to create enmity between communities?
Well, if there is a communal violence, and because of that video, which is a fake video, it leads to a communal violence and a hatred in the society, it's a criminal offense. It's as per the law. You cannot say that it's not a criminal, it can't be a civil offense. So somebody has to be booked under the criminal offense.
Siddharth Nath Singh, for the moment, many thanks for joining me here on India First.